All right. Hello, everyone. This is David from Trader Dale's. And today I'm going to show you a little play or type of strategy that you can start using right away. And this is going to happen almost every day. And it's going to happen pretty much in the first 10 minutes of the market. And it's very easy to understand. Okay. So there's two ways to do this strategy. You can either use a data wick off a news event, like CPI, PPI, non-farm payroll, okay? Or what I'm going to show you today is using the 9:30 open, okay? So the concept behind this is very simple. At 9:30, okay, we are going to create a 1-minute candle at 9:30. Okay. And that candle is going to look something like this. Okay. It could be a little bearish. It could be bullish. It doesn't matter. Okay. But it's going to leave a high and a low. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the 9:30 1-minute candle, and you're just going to mark out the high and the low. Okay. Sometimes what will happen is price after this will open and it will take out one side and then take out the other side immediately. Okay. Without really any type of movement. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. But a lot of times what happens is price will break one end and then kind of leave the other one open. Whether we leave the high or the low open of this candle is going to be a great draw on liquidity, okay, early in the day. All right. So let me show you some examples on how we play this. Okay, I'm going to show you 3 live examples. Okay, so here is an example from the, let's go, this is the 18th. Let's go to the 17th. I have a few examples here, okay. So here is the 17th of June, and as you can see, we have the 9:30 candle, the 1-minute candle marked out. We got the high and we got the low. And what we're looking for is a break of one of these areas that takes out some type of liquidity, okay, which we got break of liquidity here. We've got liquidity here, okay. We're delivering from a fair value gap, which is also key. And then we're looking for an entry for price to move back and target those highs. Okay. Here at Trader Dale's, we like inverse fair value gaps, which is a great entry to target that 9:30 high. So again, you're waiting for one side to be broken, liquidity to be taken out. If you have an SMT with ES, even better. Okay, then we are looking for an entry model to take targeting the opposite end of that 1-minute candle. This entry is an inverse fair value gap. Okay, you can also use a change in state of delivery where price breaks the change in state of delivery, and then you can use that as well. You'll get a little bit higher of a price than an inverse fair value gap, but you're looking for one of these sides to be taken and then a change in order flow to target that other side. This happens almost every single day. Okay, let's go to the second example. Right here. Okay, so this is the 18th of June. I have the high and the low marked out. And as you can see, this took a little bit longer, but we broke the bottom level here and we left the 9:30 wick open. Okay, we took out intraday liquidity right here. We took out liquidity right here. Okay, taking out liquidity here. And then we're going to look for an inverse fair value gap to trade towards that 9:30 high. So one entry can be this inverse right here. Okay. A second, more conservative or an add-on entry could be after we inverse this. Okay. If you wanted to play the change in state of delivery, you could have bought the retracement back to the change in state of delivery, all targeting that 9:30 high. So again, just like the other example, we broke the bottom first, and then we're looking for price to draw back into that 930 high. Okay. Let's give you a third example. This is from Monday, this past Monday, the 22nd. Okay. Again, you can look at these and put these on your charts and do the same thing. So here, same situation. We have the 930 1 minute high and low marked. Price breaks through the initial one first, taking out this liquidity, delivering from a fair value gap, also taking out this liquidity down here. Okay, the entry is going to be on an inverse fair value gap right there. Okay, there's no change in state of delivery play here. So the inverse fair value gap, and you're going to target that 930 wick high. Okay, so again, very simple. 9:30 a.m., you're going to mark out the 1 a.m., the 9:30 1 minute candle, the high and the low. Whichever breaks first, you're going to look for an entry to target the other side of that 1 minute candle. Sometimes it will happen very quickly. Okay, or in the last example that we had, it might take a little longer. But either way, you can use these levels as big draws on liquidity intraday. Because if you go back in time, very, very, very rarely do we ever leave a high and a low untapped before taking that out and going in an opposite direction. Punch up your charts, back test this, go through every day. It's the 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, 1 minute candle, mark the high, mark the low, and see for yourself how price reacts. Once price breaks one end and takes some liquidity, look for an entry model. Okay, it doesn't have to be our entry model. It could be your entry model, and look for an entry model to take that to the 9:30 high or low, okay, which is ever not taken first. In these three examples, we've obviously taken the lows first, okay, not the highs. But the same works in the opposite direction. And just to show you, we can inverse the chart. So this is what it would look on an inverse basis. Taking out the high first and then coming back and drawing towards the low. Very simple. Okay, this is a strategy that we use here. Basically, for the first usually 10-15 minutes of the market. Sometimes it can happen a little later, but it's something very easy to understand. It's something that you can apply right away. It's something you can back test very easily, and it's something that's very easy to understand. Okay, hope this helps.
Hey everyone, it's Dale here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like to trade alongside me and our team of prop firm funded traders every day, then click the link below the video and hop aboard. We are looking forward to trading with you.